So I've arrived at the United Nations. That's right up there. You can see that. And I'm not quite sure where I'm going to park yet, but you can see that the dogs are all lining up for inspections. I don't have a clearance to park there, so that's the visitor center. We're actually going to show up over there, and we'll be delivering in the back. So anyhow, folks, stay tuned while we wait for the AFR truck. Anthony Brown's on his way down right now. So once again, folks, we're at the United Nations. Don't know if you can see that. There's the United Nations building over there. All the flags are unfurled and put away. Come next week for the United Nations General Assembly. I think this is the 76th. It might be the 77th. They might have canceled last year, so I'll have to get back to you and verify that. But I'm waiting for our truck, Anthony Brown. We're going to be delivering probably about 250 panels today and 250 panels tomorrow. And then I'll be waiting for Marc Bott's team to show up from International Business Installations in West Hartford, Connecticut. I just spoke with Anthony. He's about 5 minutes away. And I'm going to go see if I can't get cleared at the security desk. And then we'll get some video footage of the truck coming in. Be back to you in a second. Oh, man. Whoa, hold up. Pull over to the right. Hey, guys. Pull over to the right.
You know what? Back up a little more.
Yeah, I don't think you can move that.
Watch.
It doesn't want to clear that truck. That's kind of a safety. It's kind of a safety catch, so that thing doesn't. Yeah, that's one hell of a lot of panels, guys, huh?
Like that all the way to the front.
We passed the dog screen okay, right? And once again, we have arrived. That's the former president. He was the president last for the 75th General Assembly. As I mentioned, this is probably the 76th. I think they canceled the 76th last year due to COVID. But this is a beautiful facility, gorgeous space. That wide open area in the back is where we'll be installing the panels tomorrow when the IBI crew gets here. The 85-inch high panels will create a security perimeter around the outside. And then we'll be building these 17.6 by 12-foot bilaterals, 13 of them. And you can see on the general plan, starting from left to right, entrance, exit. Entrance will be over here. The exit will be down the other end. And we'll fill this space up rather nicely. It'll look very nice. These pictures of past presidents of the General Assembly. That statue might have been Kofi Annan. Anyhow, this is the Wall of Fame for UN presidents. The boys have arrived, as I said earlier. We're going to try to get this panel cart and keep the panels right on the pallet if it'll fit through the door. If it doesn't, the game plan is to put them on the panel carts and put them in. And we're about to find out.
Oh, not fitting in. The power too wide. You see? I don't know.
Ornamental metal door.
I don't know. It might. It might. It might. Seriously, it might. It might get through here. That it'll get through. I'm confident. This one is a problem.
We're about to find out whether the panel cart is going to clear. Now, boy, it's going to be. It is going to be a very tight squeeze.
Nah, not at all.
Not going to go.
Not gonna go.
Not even with Vaseline, that ain't going. So.
We'll bring it down.
All right, so we're going to transfer them off on the panel carts, get them inside, and stage them. All right, so it's about 11:30, 11:40. That truck is just about empty. There's one more skid. I'm guessing we delivered pretty close to 250 to maybe 225 panels, various sizes, 4 foot, 3 foot, and 2 foot. Various connectors, edge trim, top caps, everything but power. This is a non-power job. We're just building 13 cubicles. I believe they're going to be 17 feet by 12 feet, the biggest we've ever built before. And there's only 13. In previous years, we've built 24 10 by 14s. So that's all for now, folks. We're going to be off, be back tomorrow, and we'll be assembling this. This place is going to look a lot different by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Take care, and remember AFR, American Furniture Rentals, Inc., and Event Furnishings. We're gonna videotape this. This is the A-Team from International Business Interiors, West Haven, Connecticut. They've just arrived. This guy's checking his very important messages. But we're waiting for what? The 2 trucks, the 2 vans to bring the gear in, and then we can start building, right? All right. All right, we're making a little bit of progress here. We've got plenty of, I got a full crew of about 10 guys today. My 2 trucks have arrived. We're missing straight connectors. They're out on the truck. They'll be here shortly. But these guys work seamlessly. They work like a team. They all know what they're doing. They're from IBI, International Business Installation.
That looks all.
And so we're building what the UN calls the bilaterals. And this year, instead of being 10 by 14, they're 17.6, almost 18 feet by 12. So I, for one, am trying to test to make sure we have enough strength and rigidity in this thing. And then we may have to redesign this on site and add some support panels. But I will keep you posted in this video, so do stay tuned. So we got the straight connectors off the truck, and the crew was working diligently here to build these cubicles, conference rooms. They actually, they call these bilaterals, and this year they made them bigger. In previous years they were 10 feet by 14. This year they decided to make them 12 by 17.6, almost 18. So pretty close to 12 by 18. And here we got the straight connectors. We're doing good. This project is going super fast. So we're starting to build the perimeter wall, which is going to be 85 inches high.
Right.
Except we did end up being short. We don't have as many 85-inch high panels. These are tricky for somebody to build by themselves. We need help. So we're going to step down to 67, and then we're going to add plexiglass toppers. So it's Tuesday, September 14th. I'm back on the premises at the United Nations. I'm doing the General Assembly project here. They're getting ready to have a huge party here this afternoon. I think the President of the United States might be coming in, as well as the President of the United Nations. But just to tell you, turn around so this lighting's a little better. Just to tell you that this is a difficult job to do. We were here Sunday morning with one truck for a delivery of about 250 panels. Yesterday we had 2 trucks deliver the remaining 250 panels. It's about 500 panels and screens and other various items on this particular job. This is the 76th or 77th General Assembly. As I mentioned once before, they canceled last year, 2020, due to the COVID-19 outbreak. It looks like this year's event's going to be a little bit smaller. The rental is still going to take place for probably a month. The event doesn't start until next week. There are some parties and things going on now, but the delegates will arrive from all over the world starting next week. I want to take you inside now and show you how much we've built. We've built actually, we're building the 85-inch perimeter security, and we're also installing this year, I think it's 13 bilateral units. They're basically conference rooms, and they're 67 high, but they're 17.6, almost 18 feet by 12 feet, and they'll have chairs inside where different countries will designate who operates in those areas. They'll be assigned different conference rooms at different times, and they'll have discussions while this event takes place. Obviously, there'll be a big meeting upstairs in the General Assembly. I'll show you some pictures of that a little later on. This year, mentioned it is Tuesday, September 14th. I'm back on site. This will be the second day of the installation, the third day that we've had deliveries, and no deliveries today, I'm sorry, but second day of installing. I mentioned we'll be putting up an 85-inch high security area. One of the few people in the industry, AFR still has 85-inch high Herman Miller AO2 style panels. They're very good for this type of application. You can actually create a nice private conference room. To the extent that we're going to install the rest of the 85 for security,
it's the return one.
We'll have an opening, we'll have an aisle opening in here. The 67-inch high cubicles, or what we refer to as the bilaterals. You can see our guys are busy here from IBI, International Business Installations. That's Scott. He's doing a great job.
It's behind the back seat.
So these will be filled with some chairs and some end tables, and will become virtual conference rooms, if you will. As I said earlier, 17 feet 6 inches by 12 feet. Rather substantial cubicles. This year we're only doing 13. Previous years we had as many as the rest of the crew.
On the other end.
The foremen, the hard workers. Let's take a peek up high so you can see how this looks from afar or from above. Previous years we had a ladder to do the final photography, but we're also going to be putting in, this wall was supposed to be 85 inches high, but we ran short on panels, so we're actually doing these little add-on screens. They're glass add-on. Sorry about that, guys.
That's okay. Yeah. As much less stuff as you can.
These became popular. These screens became popular during COVID-19, but that's going to give us an extra 14 inches in terms of height, and bring us very close to where we are with the 85-inch high panels. We still have a lot of work to do. I mentioned earlier there were 500 panels on this job. This is not an easy job to get done in a couple of days. You need a really strong crew, somebody who knows what they're doing. These guys are good. They sent 10 people yesterday. I think they have 10 today. We should be able to wrap this thing up by 2 o'clock today, I'm hoping. Okay, so let's turn around so we can get some good lighting on this thing. All right, we're at the United Nations General Assembly. We're wrapping it up for this year. We installed a total of 13 bilateral conference rooms, 17.6 by 12 feet. If you'll come out to the side, you'll see that on this side we use 67-inch high panels with 14-inch glass, frosted glass toppers. Down the main wall, down the main aisleway where everybody will meet tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, next week, when the 76th General Assembly opens up. This wall is for security purposes. This is an 85-inch high panel. AFR is the only company in the industry to provide an 85-inch full height wall. All the way down to the end, See some of the other artwork here at the UN. And down in front, you're going to see some really old steel case battleship desk. We provided the lamps. Again, we did this particular wall again with the glass toppers. And as you come into the space, this may be some sign-up spaces on the inside. They'll put a oriental rug and seating with coffee tables and end tables in each of these bilaterals. To give you some scope and scale of this project, we originally had 500 panels. They made a last-minute decision not to install any of the bilaterals on the second and third level. They decided not to install a number of the workstations on the second and third level, the balcony level. As a result, tomorrow morning we will have to come back and remove all the excess panels and the leftover materials that are here. But for all intents and purposes, the project is done and they are getting ready to hold the 76th anniversary of the General Assembly. That's all, folks. That's all for now. We'll catch you next year when we redo this, I'm sure. Take care. Remember, your special events, trade shows, residential and commercial needs, if you need a furniture rental solution, it's AFR Furniture Rental. We look forward to helping you.